about the stuff about the episode one episode.
Yes.
First episode.
First episode.
So there are 6 people. Somehow they live together as roommates. Everyone has different personality. And the episode is about what happened on their daily life. Anything else?
Anything else that you want to add?
And I think the series was shoot a long time ago because their style, their clothes are kind of old fashioned, maybe 20 years ago.
Okay, yeah, it's a possibility. Or, well, it's not possibility, it is actually.
Okay.
Okay, now, aside, since you can you tell me who are the characters in the story?
Monica, Rachel, Phoebe, Joy, and the brother who calls Rose, and another one, I forgot his name.
Who is the girl wearing a wedding dress?
Rachel.
Rachel. And the guy,
Monica's brother,
yeah,
Rose.
Joey, and who's the other guy?
Yeah, I forgot his name. I only remember he is funny.
Okay, I'll give it to you. His name is Chandler.
Chandler, yeah.
Yeah, and lastly, who is Monica's date?
Who is Monica's date? The white guy.
Yeah. Yes. So technically, his role from first episode is just quick. Yeah. Okay. Can you describe Monica?
I think she is a thoughtful and sweetie person because she can support her brother when her brother divorced with his wife, and she offer her help for Rachel because she just ran away from a guy who almost be her husband. And I think she is simple because she is too easy to believe someone. That's why she the light from pole.
Okay. Okay, good. Next, Phoebe.
Phoebe, well, I think she's a bit weird,
Okay.
but she is definitely an honest person.
Okay, alright. How about Joey?
Joey, Joey, I see. I only remember he's an actor,
Yeah.
and I think he is a normal guy.
Okay, alright. That's fine. Next, Ross.
Ross, um, I think he is a gentleman, and since she just divorced, since she just got divorced, so he really needs someone to be a company with him.
Okay. And next, Rachel.
Rachel, she's a kind of uptown girl. Yeah, she didn't need to work to feed herself until she uh, regret to uh, marry someone, and yeah, and I think she probably be spoiled by her father before. Yeah, because her father offered her money to buy anything because he pays a bill for her.
Yeah, okay. Next, Chandler. Said he's a funny guy.
Yeah, sometimes he just uh, he just bump up a sentence which is funny, like he talk he talks to what he thought, but he didn't realize he just said it out loud.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and he knows how to make people laugh.
Okay. Well, so you're saying here is that Chandler is kind of a funny guy.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Well, at least you were able to remember them. Now, let's go ahead and go with the questions and answer. Can you go ahead and read question number 1?
Okay. What do you think Monica felt after she found out Paul lied to her?
Alright. Okay, so your answer is, can you read it please?
I thought she was disappointed and sad because she thought she made a good guy, but suddenly she found out the truth is he is a liar.
Okay. So, there. She was disappointed and sad. If so, here, can you go ahead and read a follow-up question?
How would you react if you were Monica?
And your answer?
I might be disappointed and sad too, but I would not let others know in the moment. I would react like there is not, it's not a big deal, since I don't want to appear my fragile side.
Okay. So, you just wanted to keep it for the meantime.
Yeah, even I'm really hurt, but I don't want to let others know.
Okay. So basically, it's showing here again. You're kind of an introvert person, so you want to keep it first. But once you're ready, then that's gonna time you will speak out loud. Tell them.
Yeah.
Mhm. What if, yeah, you did not say anything about it, but eventually they know what happened.
Then yeah, um, since they already know, so I can still share my feeling with them and maybe tell them the true story and the reason why.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. What can you say about this part? So, what can you say? They're actually friends. So it's like it's okay for them to show what they feel.
Mhm.
So, um, so it's like it's not a big deal if they will, just tell them what they feel, what exactly, happened to them.
Yeah, I know, but for me, I just don't want to put negative feeling to others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to make our atmosphere mm, bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, I would rather to keep it myself until I'm okay, I'm ready, and then I can share with you guys,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Okay. So, um, what would you like to do then to Paul? Since you've already know about it, that it was totally a lie.
Yeah.
So if you're that type of person, you're hurting. So would you rather not to speak to Paul, or would you just rather not to just leave as it is?
Well, I probably would send him a message about my feeling, and I'm already knew it's all the lie,
Mm-hmm.
and I will tell him uh, hope you know you are what what did you do is totally wrong.
Okay.
Uh, it would be a consequence in the future.
Okay. Now, based on Monica's experience, what can you say about their culture? So it's like at first when they were discussing, Monica says that she will have dinner with Paul, the wine guy,
Mhm.
and their friends told them, well, Monica says that it's not a date.
Not a date.
Yeah, but then I think it was Chandler who said that sounds a date for me, and and Monica says that we're just going out for a dinner and we're not having any sex, but eventually it happened. So what can you say about their culture, or how Americans deal with this type? It's like, do you think that's also normal in Taiwan? I mean, just having a dinner or let's say first date, then eventually they're. Is it also common in Taiwan? This type of.
Nope, I think uh, the common situation in Taiwan, the date includes having dinner together or just hang out together. We all call it a date,
Yeah.
but uh, speak of having sex. Um, I think Taiwan is still conservative, conservative,
Yeah, conservative.
conservative society.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, even there are still people who can have one night stand uh, with other or just ask other online to have one night stand. But I think most of Taiwanese still conservative.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, in general, also. Yep. In the Philippines, yeah, we are also that type, conservative type of a person or community. Unlike in the U.S., they're very
Yeah,
um, they
open.
yeah they're open or they exercise their freedom, right?
Yeah, that's the difference between Asia and America.
Um. Okay. So that's actually one of the difference, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Next, can you read question number 2?
What does the phrase "to get you into bed" mean?
Your answer.
It means that someone tried to convince you to have sex with him in any way.
Okay. So in what part here, or in what part that this part is actually um, manifested, or it was what other simple word? Which part in the episode did this part happen?
Uh, the one guy, Paul,
Mm-hmm.
talks to Monica. She didn't have sex for 2 years.
Yeah. So that's actually the lie. So
Yeah.
and then
So
okay.
yeah, I think Monica is kind of sympathetic for him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she just believed him and wanna comfort him. So he took him back to her bedroom,
Mm-hmm.
and then it happened.
Okay. So um, Paul is actually using that line or the script that he never performed, or yeah, he never performed for almost 2 years. So it's like it's different way for him to ask a girl or a woman to have sex with him, right? So
Yeah, I think that's a trick.
yeah, it's actually a trick or some sort of a strategy of some
Yeah.
guys, right? Okay. So do you think the co-worker or colleague of Monica also had a, sex with Paul?
Um, yeah, I think she is,
She was.
or because she said she take credit for him. Uh, uh, it's kind of like she uh, let others know how to say that. Uh, I think what she means is if Monica's colleague didn't take credit for Paul, and then he wouldn't have opportunities to have sex with other girls.
Okay. All right. Next, number 3. What kind of person is Rachel?
Yeah. As I have mentioned before, she's a tough girl who was spoiled by her father, and that's why she didn't have to work to feed herself.
Okay. Next, number 4. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you heard about Phoebe's experience living on her own?
Well, I don't believe it's true because it's too exaggerated.
Okay.
I can't believe that kind of life would happen on her.
Okay. So, what if, yeah, it can be too exaggerated, but what if she just, she just wanted to be positive instead of being negative in a way that whenever she delivers, it sounds like it's funny.
Yeah, it's possible.
Okay, yeah. So I think, so for me, I think Phoebe is just kind of a, well, I agree when you say that she's a bit weird. Did you mention that Phoebe is weird?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she is. And however, in some way that his her personality is actually she doesn't make things too um complicated, or she stays calm whenever the situation is already kind of maybe hard, or what else? What can you describe the situation? Like her experience. Experience living on her own. So it was just kind of a person that she see things or make things easy.
Yeah, that's why you said she's a positive person.
Right. And she's the one who makes Rachel, try to calm down.
Stop crying.
Yeah, because she's too emotional during the time. Okay. Next, describe Ross as a brother to Monica, a gentleman who needs company. Okay. So Ross is actually dependent also to Monica. Do you
Yeah.
do you agree? Okay. Why? Why did you say, or why did you agree?
Because when the wine guy Paul shows up and he asks Monica out, and Monica asks Ross if he's okay, and Ross tell her he really needs her, but it just make fun of her.
Yeah.
But he still spend a lot of time with Monica, like watch TV together, and he didn't go home because needs someone to be with him.
Alright. So for me, Ross is actually a gentle. I agree with you, a gentleman or a gentle person, and he's also dependent to Monica, and it's like their relationship of a brother and sister. It's very close. Because it's like it's very easy for them to open up. It was Monica who mentioned that Ross' wife or ex-wife just leave him, took all of his things also.
Mhm.
So there. So are you like that? Some kind of open to your sister also?
Nope.
No.
We never discussed this kind of things before.
Okay. So even though if you, let's say you have a girlfriend, so you never discussed to your sister.
No.
No. So it's like you're just to if you have a girlfriend, then it's fine. It's good. That's it. But you never really talk to her.
Yeah, but yeah, I will introduce them when I take my girlfriend home
Mm-hmm.
to home. But I won't discuss my relationship
Uh-huh.
in private with her.
I see. Okay. What if you have a brother? Do you think it's easier for you to express yourself or to discuss or talk to your brother than to your sister?
Brother, well, I doubt I would talk to my brother, but I think if I had an older sister,
Mm-hmm.
I might talk to her.
Okay. You're actually the eldest, right?
Yeah, I am.
And they're just two of you.
Yeah, two
I
of
see.
us.
Okay. I see. Okay. I think what you just said it's a bit similar to one of my students. Um, he has a older sister and a younger sister. He's on the middle. So basically, he's kind of like a some sort of a referee sometimes between her sisters or his sisters.
Mhm.
So it's it's kind of um, so. For example, the elder or his elder sister fights with their mother is definitely the one who will manage to, to be the referee, something like that. So it's kind of, yeah. It's actually easier if you have older sisters. Like for me, I have older sisters and younger sister also. So,
Okay.
yeah. There, like I've
Oh,
said, I have, we're seven in the family. So, so there's a lot. Okay. Next, number 6. Can you go ahead and read the question number 6?
if you were in the middle of breakup and someone is trying to hit on you, what would you do?
Okay.
I might accept the one if I have already decided to break up with my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I would never have relationship with both of them in the same time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But it says here, in the middle of breakup.
Uh, in the middle of breakup, I think it depends.
Mm-hmm.
If we just argue
Mm-hmm.
or we just have fight, I won't treat it as in the middle of breakup.
Mm-hmm.
But if we already talk about breakup,
Mm-hmm.
like we don't suitable for each other, maybe we should uh, let it go or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I would see it really in the middle of breakup.
Yeah. So basically, you're saying here is that you won't um, jump into another relationship or try to entertain someone since you are still
The
on
relationship.
yeah in a relationship with your girlfriend.
Mm.
So if, let's say, um, you and your girlfriend decided to break up, then that's gonna time. You're gonna decide or accept or have a new relationship already with that person who's trying to hit on you?
Because even someone hits on me,
Mm-hmm.
maybe we just have dinner
Yeah.
or go to a movie,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think it's a big deal because we don't even touch each other. We just
Okay.
yeah, just spend time together,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's nothing.
Okay. So it's just more of some sort of getting to know each other.
Oh yeah, it's that stage.
Okay. Alright. So I might accept the one if I've already decided to break up with her. Okay. I would never have relationship with both, or I would never have relationship with both, or with two, or sorry.
With two girls.
Yeah, let's say with two girls at the same time.
Okay.
There, so it's actually better. So I would never have a relationship with two girls at the same time. Okay.
Okay.
Next, number 7. Have you ever had a friend like Monica? Describe her. Or answer.
Yes, I have. The one who always taking care of her friends, even we don't meet each other for a long time. She is still willing to help without price when you need her. Uh, she's a very thoughtful person.
Okay. Is this person a childhood friend or?
Not really. She is my university classmates, uh, master degrees classmates.
Mm-hmm.
So she's kind of like a friend's friend.
I see.
Yeah, and somehow we know each other, and she, uh, but uh, she is come from Kaohsiung, like me, so we have the same hometown.
Okay. So you mean you've taken your master's degree?
Yeah, uh, I mean, I have a classmate in university,
Uh-huh.
and after we graduated from university, we went to different school to study for master degree. So that's where he knew the the girl I mentioned.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, next. Do you believe that a one-woman man still exists? Why or why not?
Yes, I do believe, because I think apparently there are a lot of men belong to this kind of men. The reason why is that like my dad, my uncle, and all of my family members, they are all one man, one women men. Even though there are many examples of men betrayed their wife or their girlfriends, but the fact is most of men still loyal to their another one.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's just, this thinking or this type of still exists, really exists. It's just that in the U.S., which is they're kind of very liberated, and a divorce is even okay with them, right?
Yeah.
So it's like for Ross, hey, we can say that he is a one-woman man. It's just that I don't know with his past experience with his wife because he's been married for almost eight times.
8 times? I didn't
You didn't catch that.
notice it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it was actually when his friends, they're actually on Ross Place, so they're trying to assemble the furniture.
Oh,
So
when they have beer.
yes, so it's like he's already been married for eight for
8 times.
8 times, and still he wants to be a married man also again.
Yeah.
So there. Um, it's just that, like I've said, divorce is only it's actually okay in the U.S. But
Yeah.
in Taiwan, is divorce also?
Yeah. Actually, the divorce rate in Taiwan has risen these years. Uh, yeah, because maybe it's be affected by Western culture. Yeah, but I think in your country it's totally different because what I heard is you don't allow to divorce.
Yeah. Well, they're also what's this? Making a rule or a
No.
bill for divorce. But I'm not sure if it was already been approved by the president. One thing that's actually being practiced here in the Philippines is annulment. It's similar with divorce because married couple can still get separated through annulment. So they just need to file an annulment that they wanted to forfeit their marriage. So once the annulment paper has been accomplished, then they could still marry. So it's similar with divorce, but then it's not. Once you file an annulment, it will cost you more. It's very expensive also.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you need to take cost.
Yeah. So there are, of course, a lot of Filipino people who can't afford. So
They still
yeah,
want to keep their marriage.
yeah, or they will not keep their marriage, but they can already have another relationship, but they're just living together. Let's say live in, but they're not married.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so that's actually for some, but for me, we don't. It's actually prohibited. So we um, never had divorce. I don't believe in divorce, and also with annulment. So no matter what, um, so let's say if a couple cannot continue with their marriage, then they can separate, but they should not have another relationship. It's kind of belief for me.
Yeah.
So it's like you still feel you need to stay single. Something like that.
Mm.
How about you? There's actually a question here. So now we're good with that. One woman, man. Here, since we're already discussing about marriage, so what is your idea of marriage?
My ideal marriage is simple. Just two of us can support and love each other forever. I think it's enough for me.
Okay. So it's more on the support, and of
Yeah.
course you love each other.
Yeah, since you love another one, then you would willing to uh, do anything for him or for her.
But in your own opinion, do you believe in divorce? Or what's your opinion about divorce?
I think it's necessary because even you really love each other, so you wanna to marry him or have a marriage with him, but after time flies, anything could happen, like you realize she is uh, right, she is the right woman you want to marry, or other factors. But I think it's possible to uh, need divorce because it's better for each other if you can't keep the marriage. Otherwise, you just need to suffer uh, for the marriage.
Okay. Can you give me an examples? Possibilities that would, you know, make the marriage, um, or make the marriage, or how do you call this?
Get worse.
Get worse, or that will not work. I mean that you need to you need to separate.
Mm,
So for Ross, the reason there that they, broke up, it's just um, his wife is a lesbian.
yeah.
So it's actually funny there. So although they're making fun of it, but of course for Ross, it's actually he's hurting, he's sad because of that.
Yeah, but it really happens in Taiwan. There is a singer, and he divorced with his wife because his wife realized she loves women. Yeah, after 7 years in the marriage, yeah, so it's really possible.
Oh, I see. Do they have any kids?
No, they don't have children.
Okay. Well, that's fine. What if they have kids? Because the kids are actually suffering when parents
Yeah.
separate.
Especially when the kids go to school, they would know their mother is a lesbian. I think it's not good for them
It is.
because yeah, it's still a conservative society.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Next. So how do you deal with a breakup? How how many girlfriends do you have, Shaun?
Um, 4, including the current one.
So you have three ex-girlfriends.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with your breakup with them?
Well, at first, um, it's painful because you need to get used to a new life without her. But yeah, just need time. After a while, and you will get used to it, and then you one day you will not be sad for it, and then you just can move on.
Okay, so you said let go and move on, but it really needs time. How do you move on?
Try to focus on other stuff, on other things.
Okay, so you divert your attention.
Yeah, divert my attention.
Okay, so you've diverted your attention. Let's say you focus on your work. Is that what?
On my work,
Uh-huh.
or I try to some project to spend my spare time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is there some sort of a time frame? So with your first girlfriend, or ex-girlfriend, when you broke up, how long did you wait before you enter into the second relationship?
Hmm. Well, one time just a month,
Mm-hmm.
but the reason one I wait for 2 years.
Wow, 2 years. Okay. What about your second ex-girlfriend?
Second,
Am I bad? I'm trying to ask you, trying for you to remember.
no, it's okay,
Okay.
but I really forgot it.
Okay. Were you the one who broke up, or you're the one?
Every time I'm the one uh, who 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 is the one who wanna broke up with.
Yeah, who's the first one who asked to?
Yeah.
Were you the one or the girl?
I am the one.
You're the one. I Are you very picky with girls?
Um, the reason why I wanna break up with my ex-girlfriend is because I think we really don't suitable for each other. I can't imagine if we get married. There would be a lot of fights, or the it won't be well, because sometimes we can observe or our how we how we see things, or the way we do in our daily life, so you would know if you are the same or you are a totally different type of person.
So, do you agree with living together with your girlfriend even though you're not yet married, like
Yeah.
you're living in?
Yeah, I really agree on living together before marriage.
Why?
Because you would know what would happen if you live together. It's better you know first before you get married.
Okay. So in that way, you have an idea, or you will experience, then decide whether you are compatible with each other.
Yes, and I think if we don't compatible with each
Mm-hmm.
other, it's better let each other go before we waste too much time on ourselves.
Okay. Well, because for me, I don't actually believe with living in together without marriage. So again, it's another belief for me.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, but I actually agree when they say it's also different if you're already living in together because your partner can change if you're already living together, and well, that's actually the consequences of it.
Mhm.
So I think that's the reason why we've been boyfriend and girlfriend for almost 8 years, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, before we got married, and we never stayed together. So there.
Yeah, but after 8 years, you didn't stay together. It's it's very difficult.
Mm, well, for us, we were able to handle it well, and like I've said, of course, whenever we actually, if we're talking about a relationship, we it's kind of we're setting rules, and both of us needs to agree. So
Okay.
it's not just a one one side alone. It should be both. So it's always more on, of course, communication.
Mm.
Yeah, that's actually the, the best part there. So
Yeah.
you need to communicate. You need to agree. You need to decide. Both of you should decide, not just one party.
Yeah.
There. So again, that's my belief. That's my own opinion. Every one of us, we have different opinion, and definitely
Mhm.
we respect each other's opinion.
Of
Okay.
course.
Yeah. Right. Alrighty. So here next says here, write down vocabulary words you don't know and make a sentence for each word. So, what words?
I didn't write it, but I already searched on dictionary. But the
Oh. Uh
phrase
huh.
"grab the spoon"
Okay. It's kind of metaphor. There is
is
a
kind of like a grab opportunity.
yeah, or yeah, it can be an opportunity. So that's actually the last word of Frost when
Yeah.
he left the house of Monica.
Yeah.
So there are actually scripts or lines there that sometimes it's a bit hard to understand. Grab the spoon.
Yeah, I need to search on Urban Dictionary,
So,
like
uh-huh.
turtle's name.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, something like that.
You did your homework there.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, the vocabulary words that you didn't understand, you already know it since you've already checked.
Yeah, because I want to know what they want to express.
So can you give me one example?
Um, turtle's name?
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
this is a phrase.
Yeah, it's a phrase, but I wouldn't know if I just look at these words.
So what does it mean?
Uh, it's about I think it means uh, didn't have you don't have sex for a period, and it calls you it's a turtle's name.
Turtle snake or oh, I wasn't able to catch that also. Turtle. What's the spelling of snake?
Yeah, this one's name. Turtle's name. Okay, well, that's turtle's name. Oh, snake for turtle. Turtles.
Snake turtle.
Yeah, you can check this thing I just sent you on Skype.
You said it already?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, just received it. Check it. Okay. Okay, it's actually more of some sort of a, how do you call this?
Biological.
Or it's kind of a metaphor.
Yeah.
So also like when Rachel said that she was a shoe.
But she wants to be a
Yes,
hay.
or a purse.
Yeah, a purse.
Okay. Alright, so with the vocabulary words, you can just park that for the meantime, and we'll definitely, we will try to use that then in a sentence. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's going to be on Wednesday. So for the TV series, it's going to be Wednesday. Alrighty. Alright, so how do you feel, or how do you find the TV series, discussing about it?
Yeah, I think it would let me more focus on the series on every sentence because I need to know what they want to say.
Well, technically, I've watched that, I think, 3 times.
3 times I watch it twice.
Okay. It's because when I first discussed this with my first student, there are actually some words that I don't get it, and I'm not sure which part did he get it. So it's like I need to be more familiar. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So I hear silence. Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, anyways, thank you so much, Shaun. Alrighty. You have a great weekend and have a great evening. Good night.
Okay,
Bye
good
now.
night.